Hey up everyone, welcome to another video. In this episode, I'm taking a look at a new ratting permission. It's an Oss stables, pretty local to me. And in the early part of the night, I'm accompanied by Beefy again. It's the first time he's been out at night shooting. He's eager to get underway. And he's just had a new purchase, IC Micro Alpex. I had a good look at it on this night. Fantastic piece of kit. Side by side with 4K. It's definitely got better clarity. If you're thinking about a night vision scope, then I highly recommend this one. Here he is, just having a scan about, walking around, trying to find a shooting position, which is overlooking some feed stores, so he's hoping to get a bit of activity. My initial shooting position were inside barn or inside stables where horses are put in for overnight and during winter. I've been informed by a landowner that there are a bike wall they like to run across, so I'm scanning that area and I'm listening to horses farting away while I were in there. And he slowed that down, that shot went slightly to the right. Weren't best start to the evening. There'll be an out a long shot and fatally end. Here's another one. And if you look at this in slow motion, it just moves. Another out and long shot. Definitely ended up dead. But overall not ideal. Not best start to the session really for me. I didn't have to wait too much longer. And I got a chance to redeem myself. Exactly what landowner said. The one at bike wall. Oh, a nice shot. Look in slow motion. Straight between eyes, straight to top of the head. That rot just dropped down. Through cavity and wall. Now we had a little look round earlier at night, looking for hot spots. I told we were likely to see some round chicken pens. So here's me. As soon as I lit it up, IR torch, I could see a rat sat back at chicken run. Just scanning around. See a couple of little beady eyes looking at me. A nice shot that. Through square mesh. Had to be clinical. Flipped about, but we're found behind that feed bin. Now this place is showing some promise. They were pretty quiet, and unluckily for Beefy, he just didn't get an area where he got any chances. He did see a few rats scampering about. They didn't stay long enough for him to get a shot off. It's a bit of dumping ground. I'm expecting to see rats on there. It's a little bit early still for rats. We need that first cold spell really. I'm predicting once cold spell hits, then rats are going to come into these areas. Here's Beefy, look, still scanning about. We had a couple of hours. That were it for this permission, but we will be back in a few weeks when cold snap kicks in. At this point, Beefy had gone home. He likes to get tucked up with his missus at night. So I shot up to one of my regular ratting permissions. Just because I felt like I'd not done quite enough. I was out at night. I took opportunity to go out, so I thought, right, I'm going to make the most of it really. Go up to this different permission. Really, it was to case it out, hot rats coming back. And thankfully, I did see a few. The silage area, oak bales are here, rolled up and stacked away for bedding and feed for winter for cows. I noticed this little hole here. This is only a youngster. Drop that one. Another one pops out. Quick reload. That's number 2 in quick succession. There's another. Rolled that one over nicely. I think that'd come out to feed on other two that had dropped into the hole. Here's in slow motion. Thought I was going to lose my opportunity here. We're just slipping out to the right. I stayed patient and it just showed me enough. You see how that one rolled over. Centre cavity at chest, that. Bowled it over nicely. Take a little walk, probably 30-40 yards away. Start scanning a different area. And it's an area I usually see 1 or 2 rats. And it didn't let me down again. Saw these two mooching about. I'm quite far away at that point, so I moved in closer. Got to within 30 yards. Still one in the same area. Little scan to the right, looking for its partner in crime. Little scan to the left, and there it is, just a little bit further into the picture. Weren't hanging about. It comes out just long enough. That were a nice clean shot. Here's in slow motion. Perfectly placed shot. Bowled it over. Just a little bit of twitching, which is common, as you know if you watch my videos regular. They like to flick themselves about. Back to the first little honey hole. And here's another one. That's another one. Zoom in for you. I'm just scanning to my right, and it just popped out really. Took me a bit by surprise. But rat got a bigger surprise than me. Constantly scanning when you're ratting. Looking for activity. What I like to do is scan. Turn IR off for 3 or 4 minutes and then put it back on. I found that one there. They were just poking at it. Where turkeys are being kept in like an holding pen. Here they are. All happy and content. Come December, they're on somebody's table. Make good eating. I'm gutted about this one. Massive rat. Just didn't stop for me long enough. I'm waiting, hoping it was going to stay there like them previous two, and it didn't. Just dropped behind. I think it was feasting on dead ones, so I didn't see it again. That was a really enjoyable shot. I'd seen that rat coming in and out of that hole for about 10 minutes. I was tracking it. Couldn't get a shot. Shooting through them little squares, so I had to be precise. It pinned it to the wall. Just see it flop out a little bit, and that's where it stayed for the rest of the night. Completely nailed it and blocked that hole up temporary as well. So that was it. Still a bit early for rats, but I did manage to bag a few. Really enjoyed myself. Good to be out with Beefy again. So as ever, thanks for the support, and I'll see you next one.